Hello and good evening to all of you. Welcome to HitBullsEye. So my name is Manish Mittal and we are here to discuss your daily dose of current affairs for today, 21st of January 2022. If you're watching this video for the first time, please give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel so that you can watch these videos every day. So let us see what is there in your today's dose of current affairs. 5 most important news that should be covered today. Starting with the first one, Jahnavi Dangeti has become the first Indian to complete the prestigious NASA program. So we'll discuss about that. What program is this specifically and where does she belong? Secondly, the Oxford University Press has declared anxiety as Children's Word of the Year, which is, I would say, an unfortunate news because anxiety is Word of the Year this time. Next, Pfizer, the company we very well know for developing a vaccine. So its CEO, Albert Bourla, has won $1 million worth of Genesis Prize for COVID-19 vaccine. So we'll see some facts about this particular prize as well. Then the International Labour Organization has released its report on unemployment, and the global unemployment level in 2022 is projected at 207 million, which is a big number. And it is again an unfortunate news because due to COVID-19, the world has seen some of the lowest levels of employment or some of the highest levels of unemployment ever witnessed. And finally, the central government of India has appointed Mr. Vikram Dutt as the new managing director and chairman of Air India. So we will see who is Mr. Vikram Dutt and how come even after the privatization of Air India, the government is appointing its CMD. Let's have a look at all these news. And coincidentally, 3 news are directly or indirectly, I would say directly related to the COVID-19. But still, we are, a lot under the shadow of this COVID-19. So in the first and heartening news, Jahnavi Dangeti, who is a young girl from Andhra Pradesh, has completed NASA's International Air and Space Program, IASP. So this is the program which particularly has been completed by her. And she has completed it at the Kennedy Space Center in Alabama, which is a state in US. And she has become the first Indian to accomplish this feat. Many Indians have achievements in USA's technology sector, but in NASA, very few Indians, especially of such age, have any accomplishments. So she was a part of a carefully shortlisted group of 20 students from around the world. So she was one of 20 shortlisted from around the world, and she is also a member of the International Organization of Aspiring Astronauts, those who are aspiring to become astronauts in the future. She has participated in many events and workshops of NASA, ISRO, and other space agencies like the European Space Agency. So now she has completed this program, which is about training a student or a child prodigy into air and space dynamics. So she is a part of a group that may someday become real astronauts and will be sent into the space. Till date, India has 2 women, both of them of Indian origin, but they went to NASA and finally they were able to go to the space. One was Kalpana Chawla and another was Sunita Williams. Let's see if she gets to be the third one. Next, in a grim reminder of the situations in which we are living these days, Oxford University Press has declared anxiety as the Children's Word of the Year 2021. And this is not based on any speculation. It is based on a research. It is based on a study. Like thousands of responses were recorded of children in Britain. And out of all those children, 21% said that anxiety is one word when they think of the year 2021. So that is a really grim scenario. And in fact, the next words are also not very encouraging. The second most common word was challenging, 19%. Third was isolate, 14%. Fourth one was well-being, and fifth was resilience. So fourth and fifth word have positive connotations, but anxiety, challenging, and isolate are the words that you can associate with COVID-19 in the situation that has been prevailing the world over for the last more than 2 years now. Right? So these words are the top 5 words that are the word of the year 2021. Anxiety remains the word of the year. Last year in 2020, coronavirus was the children's word of the year. So basically they asked thousands of students, thousands of children, they asked like, which word would you associate with this particular year? So in 2020, majority of students, majority of children said that coronavirus is one word that they will always remember 2024. But in 2021, anxiety is the one word which they would remember this year for. Next, again, in a news related to COVID-19, Pfizer, which is a pharmaceutical company, its CEO, Mr. Albert Bourla, has been awarded with the prestigious Genesis Prize of 2022. And this Genesis Prize is awarded for developments in the field of science and technology. And he has been awarded this for his efforts in leading the development of COVID-19 vaccine by Pfizer. The name is Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. And the prize money is $1 million. This prize is awarded to Jewish people who have achieved significant professional success in recognition of their achievements. So it can be awarded in any field. The point is that it is awarded to the Jewish people. So whatever the Jewish people have done throughout the world, in any field, it could be science and tech, it could be humanitarian, it could be any professional success. So this prize is awarded to them. And since Mr. Albert Bourla is a Jewish, he has been given this award. And this award is widely known as the Jewish Nobel Prize, which is a fodder for examination type questions. So the Genesis Prize is also known as the Jewish Nobel Prize, and it is given to any Jewish. So it is not given to non-Jewish people, only to Jewish people who have done a significant achievement in that particular year. Next up, again, a news related to COVID-19. The International Labour Organization has come out with its report titled World Employment and Social Outlook Trends 2022. So World Employment and Social Outlook. Again, so this report is not going to come out with some very appeasing facts. It's going to come out with some really harsh facts. The global unemployment level in 2022 is projected at 207 million. That means around 20 crore people in the world will remain unemployed in 2022. The report is an analysis of labor market projections for the next 2 years and assesses that how labor is going to, unfold, the labor market. And the ILO has downgraded its forecast for the labor market recovery. And that is largely due to the current wave of COVID-19. And the wave is not the third wave throughout the world. We are calling this the third wave only in context of India. There are countries where it is the second wave. There are countries where it is the fourth or fifth wave. But throughout the world, it is considered as the Omicron wave or the Omicron-led wave of COVID-19. And it is due to this that this particular ILO report is very grim of its projections of the labor market in this very year. Because the start of the year has been so grim, so the labor market is not very enthusiastic about it. And finally, the central government has appointed Mr. Vikram Dutt as the new chairman and managing director of Air India. So although Air India has been divested or has been privatized by the government last year, so the last year center had accepted Tata Sons bid of around 18,000 crore rupees to acquire 100% stake of Air India, but the takeover is not yet complete. So to oversee the takeover and to see that all the assets are properly transferred and monetized, Mr. Vikram Dutt has been appointed as the CMD, and he is a 1993 batch Indian Administrative Service Officer. That's an IAS officer. So last year, a unit of Tata Sons, that is Talis Private Limited. It is a subsidiary of Tata Sons, which is a big conglomerate. So this Talis Private Limited had made the winning bid of 18,000 crore rupees, out of which 2,700 crore rupees is to be paid in cash to the government, and the rest of the 15,300 crore rupees is the debt that has been taken over by the Talis Private Limited. Right? So Tata Sons has already won the bid for Air India, but since the takeover is not yet complete, Mr. Dutt has been appointed as its CMD. And once the takeover is totally complete, then it will be led by a private individual, of course, a representative of the Tata Sons. So these were the 5 important news for today that you ought to have known. If you want to ask anything, or if you have any new suggestions about our videos, how can we make them better? The effort here is to give you the maximum possible useful information in as less time as possible. That's why we deliberately keep the videos short, not more than 15 minutes. If you have any suggestions, please let us know in the comments. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends so that they can also benefit from the same. This is me, Manish Mittal. Keep watching this. I'm signing off. Thank you and take care.